My name is Oscar Gonzalez. I'm a fat loser with confidence problems. I try very hard to overcompensate because I never feel like I'm good enough. In my spare time, I like making games. I love watching someone stream my games, and I love watching them react. It's crazy to me, being able to connect with someone despite never being in the same room with them. Someone could be playing Wally long after I'm dead, and this brief part of me, of who I am, would still exist. Seeing you have fun makes me feel like I matter. I get addicted to this feeling, and I try very hard to go above and beyond and give you my best. Playing this game, despite all of its little imperfections, hopefully gave you a small window of who I am as a person. Like, the box that never gets picked is just me desperately trying to get picked in dodgeball in 2nd grade. I wasn't very popular. Maybe it was because I was trying so hard to be liked. Or the Derpy Dice's words of encouragement? That's just how my mom talks to me, and I try to replicate her voice in the game. It's strange to think about how moments and experiences that you live through shape you as a person. Then you just throw them out there into the world and see how it resonates with strangers. I think that's my favorite thing in the world. This is who I am, presented with all of my imperfections. I really hope that there is something here that resonated with you. I also wanted to share this deep and dark secret from me. As a kid, I used games to escape my problems. I used to get bullied in school, and I had a lot of self-hate for being so fat. I had what you might call a victim complex, and this manifested in low self-esteem. As a result, I was so scared of rejection that I never asked anyone out. The only way I could feel good about myself was while playing games, because it was the only place in my life where I could get validation from anyone. Even if it was just people online that I never met, it was the only way I could feel important. I could enter a flow state, and all of my real life problems would dissipate. And the little wimpy kid who I was in real life was replaced with someone who was good at something. Then I learned how to make games, and people seemed to like them and told me that they wanted more. But I was now receiving the same reward I used to get from playing games while I was making them. But as I'm nearing the end of Wally's completion, I thought back to that younger me who locked himself in his room, trying to avoid his problems. I thought that perhaps it's entirely possible that one day someone would play one of my games for that same sense of escapism, just like me back then. So, if this sounds like you, the following message is for you. First of all, it's impossible for me to assume that I know what you are going through, because I'm just text on the screen, a voice recording in the past. So assuming I could even relate to you would be inherently disingenuous. But the next best thing for me was that maybe I could just show you my true colors. Show you that, hey, I'm just a regular human with regular problems. And, in line it's just very easy to only portray that perfect side of you. Because, why would you portray, your negative parts, right? I would have really loved to have seen the side of the people I admired, their suffering and struggles. And despite their suffering, they still could make fantastic things. I just would have really enjoyed to receive a message like this one as a kid. I figured that throughout Wally, you had small glimpses of who I am throughout the small details of the game. And I wanted to bridge that invisible barrier that separates the player and the creator. Come in, say, hello, how are you? Here is who the heck I am. Just some big old nerd who accepts and loves himself. And I could show you the type of person that thought that making Wally was a good idea. And if I could provide you with a brief moment of ease where your life is now maybe even just a little bit better because of Wally, then I would like to thank you for giving me the honor of being here with you. Thank you for playing this little passion project. It was the best thing I could make. I hope that was enough. It's an honor to make games for you. Thank you.